Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about cluster autoscaling. Previously we have discussed vertical pod autoscaler and horizontal pod autoscaler. So now today we'll discuss about cluster autoscaler. So in let me take the pen. So suppose I have a cluster with the two nodes. Okay, this is node 1 and node 2. So I have a pods on running on these nodes. Okay. Suppose I have 10 replicas, 10 pods like with more CPU and more memory. That time my node get not able to proceed with these nodes. So that time pod will be created or we need one more node to be created. Okay. In this case, we need to add one more node need to be created automatically using the cluster autoscaling. So what happens in the vertical pod autoscaler? So inside the that will work on pods, right? So um, if you have pods based on CPU and memory, it will be added created the extra pods. Okay. When it comes to the vertical pod autoscaler, it will be increasing the CPU and memory on the same desired state. Okay, like desired pods. So in cluster autoscaler, it will be created the nodes. Okay. So let me show you what is the cluster autoscaler is a tool that automatically adjusts the size of Kubernetes cluster when the following conditions is true. Okay. So there are pods failed to run the cluster due to insufficient resource. Okay. Suppose my node 1 have full and node 2 have full, right? That time the memory is not there, so that time the pods get failed, right? And there are nodes in the cluster that have been underlined for extended period of time, and their pods can be placed to other existing nodes. This is these two cases it need to be uh, failed the pod. So that time we need to create it the cluster autoscale. Okay. So I have a EKS cluster ready using AWS EKS. I created the cluster. So now in this cluster currently I have two nodes. Okay, kubectl get nodes. If I give, I'll get two nodes. Okay, so currently these two nodes are there. So now to install and configure the cluster autoscaler, we need to create a, IAM. Okay, create IAM policy to work this node. Okay. So for that one, let me follow the documentation. So this is the document which officially EKS workshop document. So first we need to configure the auto scaling group. Okay. So currently, let me take this command and let me check. Okay. So while creating the cluster, I'm giving like um, minimum nodes to maximum 4 and nodes should be like to desire is 2. Okay, so now this is the command to check how many nodes are minimum nodes, maximum nodes and desired nodes. Okay, so I need to provide this value. Okay, my cluster name, this is my cluster name. Okay, let me run this one. See, describe the auto scaling group. This is my currently described minimum 2, maximum 4, and desired is 2. Okay, same. Desired is 2, minimum nodes 2, maximum is 4. So my cluster up to 4 nodes at a time it will be created max if load is if more resources are in the cluster like okay. So now once that is done, we need to increase the capacity. Now I need to create a IAM role for a service account. Okay, we need to create a service account. Okay, so with IAM role for service account, Amazon EKS cluster, you can associate it with the IAM role with Kubernetes service account. Okay, the service account can provide the permissions to the container any pod. So service account we need to create and we need to provide that permissions so that that can be create the containers, okay, using that service account. With this feature, no longer need to provide an extended permissions to the node IAM role so that we can do that one. Okay. So step one, we have created a IAM policy and this is done. And create a autoscaler group. We'll do that one. And before that one, we need to create a service account. Okay. Let me create a service account. So second step is here using EKS CTL and associated IAM ODC provider and cluster name we need to provide our cluster name. Okay, so EKS demo 2 fun demo 2, this is my cluster name and I am approving. Copy. Now this is done. Now create IAM we need to create IAM policy for your service account so that it can increase the auto scaling group. Okay, so we need to create auto scaling group with this permissions. Okay, I need to create a policy for that one as well. So let me create this one. Let me create a directory kdir. I'm pasting this one. So this is the policy and these are the auto scaling permissions, desired auto scaling group. Okay, these are the actions to be performed. Okay, desired auto scaling instances and desired configurations, describe tags. Okay, set describe capacity. Okay, terminating instance auto scaling group. Okay, all this I am allowing this one. Okay, so this is the JSON file. Okay, Kubernetes auto scaling group policy, and for this one I just need to apply the policy. Let me create that one. So okay, this one already present. Okay, so the duplicate it should be name. So I can use that one. Okay. So once that is done, okay, this policy already available. So I don't need the same one. So I just need to create a IAM service account. Okay. I just need to provide the account name. Okay. And so these are the service account step. Okay. EKCTL create IAM service account. Okay, this is the cluster name and I'm this is the my account ID and I'm creating this one. Now it should be created successfully. Okay, make sure service account is initiated. Let me check the service account. So kubectl, if you give system describe as service account and autoscaler, so this is coming. Okay, means our service account is created. Now before deploying autoscaler, okay, cluster autoscaler, let me create a one use case like what I'm going to show you here is like um, kubectl get pods. So I didn't have any pods. Okay, let me deploy some sample application. This time I don't use any resources. Okay, up to Suppose here my replicas are 5 means in these two nodes it will be and deployed automatically. Okay. So kubectl, sorry, vi nginx scale deploy dot yml. So this is my deployment file. Currently I am giving let me give 10. Okay, and let me give 10 replicas. So if I my replicas are increasing, so these two nodes doesn't have sufficient resources, then it will be created another one, right? Like kubectl apply -f nginx deploy.ml. Now if I watch duplicate and kubectl get pods -, watch, sorry, root user kubectl get pods watch. See, currently 10 pods are running. See, kubectl get pods, kubectl get pods. So I have 10, so 10 pods are running. Suppose if I increase my replicas, okay, suppose if I give kubectl, sorry, vi nginx deployment, if I am increasing 20, okay, so let me check kubectl apply nginx.yml, sorry, kubectl apply -f nginx deployment. Okay, now if you check, it will be creating more pods. Okay, my replicas are 20, so now it should be creating more pods. So if you give kubectl get pods, so few are in running and still it should be container creating. Suppose if I mention, we didn't have mention any CPU and memory, that's why it is creating the two nodes on the pods. Okay, if I give -o wide, so few are running on one node and a few pods are running on other node. Okay, if I mention the CPU and limits, okay, CPU 500 milli CPU milli core and memory, okay, and request. Okay, let me update this one. So this time I'm providing some memory and CPU for each pod. Okay, resources. Before that, let me in the next deployment. I'm pasting that one. Now let me make it. Let me delete the previous one. kubectl get deploy kubectl delete deploy and deploy name nginx to scale out. Now this deployment is deleted, so all pods should be deleted. Okay, all pods should be terminating now. Now vi nginx start TTL. Now my replicas I am giving 10. Okay, this time I'll give you 10. So if I'm trying to apply now kubectl apply -y nginx dot deployment. Now if you check kubectl get pods, okay. See if you are running and if you are it is running and pure pending state because the node have doesn't sufficient memory and CPU. Okay, so this time so my part should be pending, right? So I need to increase the node. Okay, node capacity. Currently, if I give kubectl get nodes, okay. Currently I have two nodes. Okay, if more pods and that time my cluster need to be increased. I will need to add another nodes. Okay, up to it will be added 4. Okay, my desired maximum is 4. I gave you while creating the cluster, it should be a maximum node should be 4 and minimum 2. Okay, so that is the reason I need to be increase the cluster size. Okay, that is comes to the cluster auto scaling picture kubectl get pods. See if I give hyphen grep pending. See, still few are pending state. Okay, out of 10, few 5 are the pending state. Okay, this case I need to be increase the my node size. Okay, now let me deploy cluster autoscaler. Okay, currently I don't have cluster autoscaler, so I need to get it downloaded this file like cluster autoscaler YML file. Copy this one. This is the YML file. We know how to download that one. Currently, I don't have that cluster autoscaler file. I'm downloading that file, YAML file, kubectl, wget hyphen that one. Now, in this case, okay, this is the cluster autoscaler YML file. So, va cluster autoscaler YAML file. In this, everything it should be there, like cluster role. Okay, so cluster role metadata and RBC authentication. Okay, authorization and cluster role binding. Okay, role I have created and kind is role binding. Okay, and these are the deployment. Okay, in that deployment I just need to update my cluster name. Okay, before I running. So this should be balancing similar node group I need to add it and skip node with the system pods is false. This I need to be updated accordingly. So here I just need to give my cluster name. This is one thing I need to update it. I need to provide my cluster EKS demo 2 cluster name. Now let me apply this one. kubectl apply -f cluster autoscaler YML. Okay, this is running now unchanged. Okay, So in the documentation also this should be run worker node and auto scaling group. Okay, EKS cluster I have created a auto scaler group. Okay, and if you want you can go to EC2 and auto scaling group. See, this is the EKS one, and desire is to minimum capacity to maximum capacity 4. Okay, now if I do kubectl get nodes hyphen n cube system, currently 2, it should be 4. Okay, now it should be created extra 2 based on the this previous deployment. Okay, if you go to here, if you check, it should be created extra 2. Okay, now 4 nodes it should be automatically it should be created. Okay, see if you go to autoscaler also, so this should be coming up successfully. EKS go clusters EKS demo configurations. Now it should be desired is 4. Okay, now 4 extra 2 nodes should be added. If I check now kubectl get pods, so my all pods should be running. Okay, see, previously it should be 4 have pending, right? Now it should be uh, all are running. Okay, because of we created the service account and cluster auto scaling. For that one it should be running all the nodes. The deployment kubectl get deployment, this is done, this is also done, and if I give kubectl to check the logs, okay, so my everything is running. If we don't have any errors, so it should be successfully running. Okay, kubectl get hyphen, if I want to check, you can check the service account automatically it should be created with that one. Now deploy cluster, this should be deployed, and the cluster autoscaler on EKS. Okay, this should be created minimum 4 maximum this one. Now checking autoscaler working, this is working fine. The deployment, see after this is also working. And auto scaling group also you can able to see all this one. Okay, so like that you can increase the cluster nodes. Okay, and get nodes. See now 4 nodes, extra 2 nodes should be added based on this one. So if that much node, if my replicas are less, so it's go to be 2 minimum 2 nodes. Okay, so automatically it should be deleted 2 nodes. Okay, it comes to be back with minimum 2 nodes only. Okay, let me do that one. kubectl, sorry, vi nginx dot deployment. So this time I'll give you 5 replicas. So 5 pods should be running at all the time. Okay. kubectl apply -f nginx deployment. Now this one should be configured deployment nginx autoscale 1. Now if I give kubectl get pods, okay, 5 are running. Okay. Now nodes also should be, it will be getting 2. So this will take some time to update this one. Okay. Automatically it should be terminating 2 and it will be keeping in 2 nodes. Okay. So I'll passing this video until it will be getting 2 nodes. So still it is taking time. Okay. So it will be deleted automatically if your replicas are less. So based on that um, it will be deleted the nodes. Okay. So it will back to the desired state. Okay. So that's all about cluster autoscaling. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.